not going to be like grinding into the new year. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog and welcome to a new year reset slash really basically what we're going to be doing is just setting my new year intentions today. It's going to be very cozy, very chill. It's not going to be like grinding into the new year. It's actually the 4th today. It's Sunday. Andrew took the day off with me, which is so nice because I never get a Sunday off with him. We're gonna go sit at Book Nerd. I'm wearing my little Book Nerd merch today. Shout out to the cutest little independent bookstore ever. We're gonna go sit down there. They have like a cutesy back room with tables. We're of course gonna look around for books, but we're also going to journal and read and just reflect. I'm gonna make a vision board on my iPad that I'm gonna like put as my background. So I thought I'd bring you guys along to do all of that and we can just chat my intentions, goals, and just what I'm hoping to see out of 2026, honestly. And we can also talk about some reflection from 2025 because it was a very, very good year in so many ways. Of course, there's always downs and there's always struggles, and it was hard in a lot of ways as well, but there's still so much to be grateful for. That's what we're doing today. If this is your first time stumbling on one of my videos, hi, welcome, I'm Taylor. I do a lot of lifestyle content, really focusing on self-care and productivity, and then of course, reading and bookish vlogs. Basically, my focus is just kind of capturing cozy moments in life. So if that's your vibe, be sure to stick around and subscribe. I have my cutesy little Trader Joe's mini tote here that I have not used. Andrew just took the tags off. Let's load it with all the goodies that I need to take. And then I think we'll start the day off with stopping at Early Bird. It's this coffee shop that I've been wanting to go to. I've been there a couple times, but it's always like insanely packed. It's Sunday, it's gonna be packed. Is it open today? I don't even know if it's open today, actually I need to check, but I want a strawberry matcha. Apparently they have the best strawberry matcha in the city. So we're gonna go do that. Hopefully they're open, and then we'll head over to Book Nerd. So we have the iPad, a little what's in my bag. iPad with, this is actually a Kindle insert background that I purchased from Laura Reed's, and I just put it as my iPad background, so that's an idea. So we'll pack that. I am 65% of the way through Magnolia Parks. Gonna pack that, which brings me to something else. If you want to read Magnolia Parks with me or just join a cozy little community, if you love it here, be sure to check out my Patreon. I have poured my heart into a safe, cozy space for the girls and the guys who love to read, who love to chat lifestyle, and who are just looking for a more cozy, intimate connection with like-minded people. We have a cozy Discord, book club, early access videos, exclusive videos. You get to have a say in the videos that I film. It's a lot of fun, so be sure to check that out. But you can definitely read and chat Magnolia Parks with me in live time, as well as the Boys of Tommen series, which I'm starting this month as well. So be sure to check that out. We're also packing the Kindle, and I have this gorgeous little Kindle crocheted case my mom made me. Will definitely protect her. So cute. Tie a little bow on top. She put a little flower. I love it. Told her she needs to make a business out of this. Headphones. And last, my journal. This is from Paper Republic. This is my pocket journal. I've talked so much about it on my short form content. Be sure to follow over on Instagram and TikTok if you are not already. This is the best purchase ever. So we're gonna take this. It has all my journals inside. We're gonna reflect, set goals, and do everything in this one little cutesy journal. All right, she's packed. Let's head out.
Your latte.
Okay, we got some good journaling done in there and some reading. It was really nice and cozy. Nobody was in there, which is shocking. Wrote my intentions, basically just like my personal intentions as well as my bookish intentions. And then I got hungry. So we're gonna cross the street and go to our favorite Thai restaurant, which is so convenient. They're both, like, the bookstore and the Thai restaurant are right across the street from each other. So we're gonna go in there, and then in there I will work on my vision board on my iPad. It's always cozy in there and chill too, so I'll take my iPad in. But really quick, I will go over my intentions with you guys. So I journaled my 2025 reflections, and I actually journaled a few pages, and it was just really nice to like reflect on the year, reflect on things that I'm very proud of, and also give myself some love and just some tender words about things that were difficult in 2025 as well. So I cannot recommend that enough. If you haven't reflected on last year or have never done anything like that, it really is helpful to just see how far you've come, but also to really put in the forefront of your mind like everything that you have to be proud of as well, because sometimes it can just feel like the year's heavy, and if all you did was survive, I get it. I get that 100%. So write about that, and trust me, it will help. All right. For intentions, I really want to, I just wrote like a list, bullet point list. I want to allow thoughts and feelings to flow without fear. So something I'm working on in EMDR therapy. If you're new here, I am going to PTSD therapy. We're doing EMDR, and I've just started a few months ago. So we're still kind of in the very beginning phases. Obviously, we're like establishing rapport together as well. So it's not just like intensive EMDR therapy every session. But something we're working on is trusting myself, not being so hard on myself. And so you're going to see kind of that trend throughout this. And there's not really any numbers here. There's not really like even though in the back of my mind, I want to lose, 25 more pounds. I want to, possibly read a certain amount of books. I want to pay off a certain amount of debt, save a certain amount of money. Like in my mind, I have those numbers. That's not what the focus is here. And I don't want it to be that way. So you'll kind of, I think, see that trend. So allow thoughts and feelings to flow without fear. Read to savor the process. And I have another page for bookish intentions. Slow down, sit in stillness more, trust myself, be less critical, less hard on myself, less in a rush, less busy, guilty, and less of a perfectionist, and be more present, more whimsical, more forgiving, more trusting. Continue returning to self, and also continue becoming self. Go more places alone. This is hard for me. And vlogging does help with that. Being intentional with my friends, reaching out and keeping up to date. I have a part in my commonplace journal is actually for my friends. So like if my friends tell me I'm going on a trip this date, or this is happening in my life, or this is coming up, or I have a job interview, I can write that down, and that way I can follow up with them and just show up more intentionally. Because in your 30s, friends are hard to find. One, so if you have them, you have a few good ones, then you're lucky, and I'm very lucky and very fortunate. So I want to be sure to give those relationships love. And I have met some new people as well, and I want to be sure that I'm fostering that connection. Let go when I need to. This is really hard. Be more intentional with my money and save more when I can. So again, not numbers based, but being intentional and having that in my mind. Continue to lean into creativity. I've started a lot of new hobbies, playing chess, drawing, continuing to make content and film and edit, and I'm always trying new things with that. And be more patient. Andrew told me to put that one, which is so true, because I'm not patient with my healing process at all. I can be patient at work. I have to be so patient with the kids. But when it comes to myself, I'm not patient at all. So being more patient with myself. Those are my personal goals. I hope that gave you some inspiration if you needed it, but also maybe some comfort if you're experiencing similar things that I'm experiencing. You're not alone. For bookish goals, these are I just thought would be fun to do as well, since a lot of my content is around books and reading. Read for pleasure, like I said. No book count goal. Read an arc a month. Read new authors. I have so many new authors I want to read. Read slower. Slower. That's important. More translated, historical, contemporary, and classic fiction. Visit some local libraries. I've been wanting to go to one specific library that's like very Pride and Prejudice vibe. So I want to do that. Be more picky about the purchases, like the books that I purchase to have on our shelf, and purchase less. Purchase less books. That's the goal. And I want to get my physical TBR down by at least 50 books. So I do have a number there just because there are a lot at home. And continue to support indie bookstores and their pop-ups. I know that there's a lot of pop-ups as well that I've just learned about. So wanting to do those. But those are my intentions for just myself, for reading, all around in every area of my life. I hope that inspires you. And I would love to know, what are some of your intentions, personal, bookish? If you want to share, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear. But let's go to the Thai restaurant and work on my vision board. Okay, I'm back home because I could not connect to my hotspot at the Thai place, and they didn't have internet for the customers, so which is totally okay. It didn't work out. I tried to connect to Andrew's hotspot, and for some reason it wasn't letting me do that either. Like my iPad just did not want to connect, and so we could not troubleshoot it. No big deal. We just enjoyed our lunch. Now I'm home. I need to charge my camera anyway, honestly, so it worked out. I have downloaded all of the photos, saved them to my downloads on my computer, and I thought, you know what, it's probably better to do on the computer anyway, see it nice and big. So I've done that, and then I've decided that I've opened up Canva and I've opened up the spread for a phone background. So we'll make it a phone background instead of an iPad background, which honestly makes more sense because I see my phone every single day. I don't use my iPad every single day. I use it at night basically to just play my comfort shows on our projector. So it makes more sense. So we're gonna do a little phone spread. That's very exciting. I have pulled a bunch of words as well. I'm still trying to figure out my word for 2026. So as I do the vision board, that will come to me and I'll share that with you guys. And then yesterday, my Christmas present from Andrew got here, which is a gorgeous Crossley record player. It's stunning. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. And so I thought, you know what, let's put on a record, have a nice cup of tea, get the vision board done, and close out this vlog.
About you till I didn't. Cross lines past love's clear vision.
Okay, I finished and I absolutely love it. Let me show you guys kind of what I was thinking and why I chose the things that I chose. Obviously, if you have been following, you know that I am in PTSD therapy and doing EMDR. So a lot of this is around self-beliefs that I'm trying to break and rewiring my brain. And some of that deals with agoraphobia, some phobias. And so flying being one of them, driving, especially in any kind of like rural area, when there's weather, driving alone, things like that. That's kind of why I have a lot of the words that I have and the phrases that I have. So be kind to yourself. This is something that I'm really, really working on in therapy. I am safe here. This is a great reminder. I have like the elevator, the airplane, driving, just doing things alone that are uncomfortable and reminding myself that I'm safe and I can trust in myself. I love that here. Zoom in just a little bit more. And then obviously abundance around money, savings, making good choices around that. I have abundance here, journaling, and just kind of this is my general aesthetic, like plants, candles, stones, journal, like that's definitely me. You know, being mindful, I have a meditation here. I love to meditate and continuing to lean into mindfulness and balance. I have here, I'm 60 pounds down. That's my final goal, and I'm more than halfway there. I am stronger than my fears. I love this one so much. This is just great. Obviously, the driver of anxiety and panic attacks and OCD and phobias is fear. So I really love this so much. I want to get back into the gym. Now that I'm more than halfway down in my weight, I just feel so much more comfortable in my body. And so I do want to get back to really lifting weights and being very intentional about that. I have here in the center, two people holding hands. This just represents me and Andrew right at the heart of everything. And I have I healed up here. And I love the past tense because that's affirming it, that's believing it, it's done. I have reached the goal, it is affirmed, and I love that. And then some visions for content creating, 10K on YouTube, making money on YouTube. I don't believe in making goals around numbers, but when it comes to vision boards, these are a little bit different than goals. It's definitely your goals being manifested. Or things that you would like manifested. So while I wouldn't write a goal around, I want to hit 10K this year, or my goal is to 10K, because I don't have any control in that. Essentially, I can show up, do my best, and show up and continue to post, but essentially that's really out of my hands. And so having it on the vision board feels more in alignment with that belief. And so I do have a couple of things for social media there. I like this flower picture with a matcha, just solo dates, continuing to take care of myself, continuing to do kind things for myself, like buying myself flowers. That's a big one. Down here with the ocean's my favorite. I would love to get back to the ocean this year. It's why I have 2 pictures here, obviously with Andrew. And less screen time. I like that little reminder there. Down here I have some girls just hanging out, and I feel like this is just a reminder for one of my intentions, like I said, to be very intentional with friends and showing up in that space. And I refuse to let fear win. I love this so much. Yeah, I had to have this just right there, big at the bottom. I think I've gone through everything. And then this is actually a picture of me doing yoga when I lived in Hawaii, which is officially 10 years ago today, which is crazy. So 10 years ago today, I was saying goodbye to Hawaii for 6 months and going to start graduate school. And this is the last yoga picture I took. And I used to do yoga every single day. I loved yoga so much. This is just a big part of my, movement, a big part of who I, became in my 20s, and really catapulted me into mindful way of living and in so many other healthy living habits. And so having a picture actually of me doing yoga and getting back to something I love and a physical capability that I'm proud of, I like having that here in the center. So this is her. She is done, and she's going to be the background of my phone. All right, guys, I do hope that you enjoyed bringing in the new year with me. I had a very nice slow start. Didn't feel the need to just jump in and grind right on the first. So it was nice to just really bring in the new year slowly. And now I feel like, okay, I'm going back to work tomorrow. Andrew's going to go back to the office tomorrow. He's been working from home for a few weeks. So now it's time to kick it into gear. Let me know your 2026 goals, intentions. What are you hoping to get done this year? What are you hoping to manifest this year? Thank you so much for being here as always. I hope this inspired you, and I will see you in the next cozy vlog. Bye.